All right. Good morning, 10th graders. I hope you have completed the work that was assigned much earlier and you are ready for more work to finish up your sophomore year. In your grammar, now I've sent home a sheet which you have, which tells you exactly what you're to do in grammar. Of course, you will have to tear out the pages with the exercises to send in on April 15th. I will grade these. I will return them to you. Please put them back with your book because you will need these rules and definitions. But we have to have some way of assessing what you are doing since we are not going to be able to give quizzes and tests. So these assignments you are to do very carefully and accurately as they will be graded. Please make sure that you have memorized your list of prepositions. On page 278, you need to know these, and please know your definitions. The assignment you have on your sheet, please do those. Memorize your definitions and rules. This material in bold blue print in this grammar textbook is very important. On pages at the last thing I had you do, some review exercises. Notice that the parts of speech are emphasized. You need to know the 8 parts of speech and the definitions. So please make sure you do your grammar exercises, learn your rules and definitions, and turn those in. If you have questions, of course, you will be able to ask these questions on My School Works. The teachers will be available from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. each day, Monday through Friday. If you have questions about grammar, literature, whatever, that is the time to ask. Now, the thing, I really regret that we're not here while you're reading Julius Caesar. You have read the introductory material about the theaters, about Shakespeare, about the background to this particular play, Julius Caesar. Please make sure that you know each character by name. You still should be keeping a literature notebook. At the beginning, on the very first page before Act 1, you have a list of all the characters. Make sure you know those. Now, this first unit that we are doing, we're only reading through Act 4. Now, on the sheet that I sent home, I put an example. For each scene in each act, you are to write 1 or maybe 2 sentences of the main thing that happened in that particular scene. Now, I gave you an example there in Scene 1, Act 1. I have written there, you can see, and you're to do the same thing for Scene 2, Scene 3. Each scene in each act, you are to write this neatly and carefully. A complete sentence, please. You are to do that through Act 4. Now, for each section that I've assigned, I have assigned certain questions, and you're given the page number there that those questions are on. You are to answer these questions in complete sentences. Now, I will be looking at that. Make sure you write the sentence, punctuate the sentence correctly, capitalize the sentence correctly, punctuate it. So I will be grading this. If you cannot answer the question, then you need to go back and reread. So those will be turned in, the questions and the sentence summary from each scene. Now, later in the next assignments I send you, we are going to be writing a composition, a paper over the whole play. And these sentences that you're writing for each scene should help you in doing that. But just follow the instructions of what I have given you for Julius Caesar. Now, you may think, what are we going to do for spelling and vocabulary, since we're not going to be there to have a quiz? I will still be giving you a grade. We must have some way to assess what you are doing. So, in your spelling and vocabulary, I have no choice but to have you write something to turn in to me, because instead of a quiz grade, I will be grading what you have written and sent in. You are to write your spelling words, and I've given you instructions on this sheet. Please do this neatly. Learn your spelling words, 10A and 10B. You are to write them. You are also to write your vocabulary words and definition, complete definition, 3 times each. Memorize the definition. Now, you must write these. It's the only way I have to know that you have looked at them at all or done anything. Now, synonyms, antonyms. You are to study synonyms and antonyms just as you usually do, and you are to do. You have already done the vocabulary exercise A by this time. You are to do vocabulary exercise B after studying your synonyms and antonyms. Then you are to memorize the meanings for your roots, prefixes, and suffixes, just as you do for every lesson. And you are to do exercises C, D, and E. Now, you will have to tear these out and turn them in to me so that I can grade them. The other thing I'm having you do, instead of the quiz, you are to write an original sentence with each of the 12 words. This sentence should show me that you understand the meaning of the word. Do not copy the sentences that are in the book, and do not write a generic sentence for each word that could stand for any word. Your sentence should show me that you understand the meaning. So these things you are to do and turn in. Please remember, do some work for each class each day, Monday through Friday. You must put this time in, receive credit for these weeks of school. If you have questions, remember you can ask them through My School Works. Do well, work hard, and I hope that we will be back in the classroom soon.